world of the internet. How is it going today? My hair's a little flat. It does that. My hair, I was thinking about like the bangs that we used to have in the 80s and 90s. Should I bring those back where we would just like roll them and then they'd be like that? Should I do that? Should we do bangs like that? What do you think? Black X65 is with us. Miss Charlie's with us. Miss Charlie, did you have those bangs back in the, what was it, 90s? I guess was it 80s or 90s? Where we had like the big old, it was late 80s. The big old bangs that went back like this. There was a girl, I was so jealous of her. She was one of my pen pals. I used to have a whole bunch of pen pals all over the world. And she had the most beautiful like curls and then had this beautifully poofed 1980s hair, the bangs going back, and I was so jealous of her because she was so cute. Hi, Fluffy Smiles. Hi, Miss Charlie. How are you ladies doing? I'm so glad to see you. I love when you guys pop in. It's like you guys were waiting for me. Were you waiting for me? Or did I just happen to show up and you're like, oh yeah, we'll watch her. We just got back because no bangs. Yeah, no bangs ever. I like the bangs. I like the shagginess. Well, this is kind of random. What's that thing doing? That doesn't belong there. But yeah, my hair is just, it has a life of its own. You guys have noticed that. My hair is just kind of wild and crazy. I feel like I want to just kind of chop it and then just kind of do like messiness. I kind of like that look anyhow. So see this is me. That's my look, that little wild, crazy sort of thing. Nana's with us. Hi, Nana. How's it going? I am still having headaches. Have not figured out what it is. I am thinking it could be one of several things because I got the thing going on with my shoulder. We talked about like breast reduction sort of surgery, and I'm like, maybe I should look into that. So I don't know. I'm going to talk to tomorrow. I have a chiropractor appointment again. So Julie Vinzi, I don't know if that's how I say your name, but hi, welcome. I'm doing pretty good, other than my headache. So BKYNAL. I don't know how to say your name, but the last name is Day. Welcome to our party. Thanks. She loves my glasses. These are from Pain Glasses. I was telling actually one of the pastors at the church said, I like your glasses. I don't usually like colored glasses, but I like those. And I'm like, yeah, when I got them, I thought they would look like little kid glasses. But then I put them on. I'm like, actually, this is called Orchid in the description. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty fitting. It's almost like a light neon color. I don't know, because it's so bright. But cooking as usual. What are you cooking? Barbecue, chicken, smoked mac and cheese, pork steaks. Oh my goodness, that sounds so good. They gave us lunch because we're having discussions at church. But it's actually two churches that are potentially merging together, or actually one would become part of the other church. One would join the other church. And so, yeah, sounds really good. But they did feed us. My husband saw the cream, and he's not from here, so things are different here, right? Milk comes in a can, and it's the condensed milk. And so he was like, oh, it's milk. So he was thinking he'd drink the milk. And so he drank the milk. And he's lactose sensitive, if not intolerant. And his stomach basically wanted to explode. So he spent most of the meeting in the toilet. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that, but I just did. I want to get more glasses like you. I finally got my prescription. Oh, yes, do it. I recommend Pain Glasses and Zenny. If you're wondering where that squeaking is, Rainbow is playing with a toy. Because that's what she does. Kitty is running around here. Kitty's actually just sitting under the chair watching her. Wondering why she's not playing with her, probably. Yeah, so that's what's going on. So I don't know. I'm going to talk to the chiropractor tomorrow about, I don't know if there's a prescription that won't destroy my body. Ugh, prescription drugs are evil. They just are. If you can avoid prescription drugs, do it. That's why I take so many supplements. Because I just don't want to take the subscription drugs. Yes, subscription. You get them every month. This is my main subscription to my drugs. No, prescription drugs, because they're awful. They're awful and evil and should leave us. But anyway, I'm on no prescription drugs. Yay. I'm on lots of self-prescribed herbs and stuff. Mitch D2410. I don't know if that's how you say it, but hi, welcome. We're talking about stuff because that's what we do here. Because my name is Priscilla and I like to talk about stuff. So anyway, how have you guys been? What's new? It's snowing. It was nice and sunshiny this morning and warm. I just wore this t-shirt. Isn't this t-shirt cute? I got it at maybe Burlington. Yeah, I think I got this at Burlington. It's really, really super stretchy and lightweight and cute, and yeah, it's just very springy. Got the little gathering here down the front, and then I'm wearing a velvet. I'll pick it up and flash the people underneath me, which is only the cat and the dog. This little velvet pink pleated skirt that I got from Walmart a while back, and I got those shoes you guys last time. The little heels, the sarsaparilla heels. They're not sarsaparillas, but you're just the best. Oh, thanks. Thank you. I'm not the best. You're the best. I'm the second best. Negro Damas is with us. Hi, welcome. We are talking about stuff because that's what we do here. We talk about stuff. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's what I'm wearing. The earrings are from, I think I might have gotten these from CVS. I don't know. The hair is doing its thing. It's still fading out pretty quickly because I put oil in it, but I'm not going to stop putting oil in my hair because my hair desperately needs it. So even now it feels a little bit dry. So yeah, anyway, discussing whether or not we should go back to the 80s bangs, the big fluff back bangs. I never was good with it because my hair was so thin. So, but I tried. Sunny here, but chilly, good enough to cook out. Oh, okay. That's why I'm the best. Oh. Sunny here. You know what? You all, never mind. You're not the best because you all have sunny weather and I don't. Therefore, you're the worst because you have better weather than I do and I'm jealous. But that's okay. I love having you here. You're my girls. Anyway, yeah, so I got to figure out what's going on. It might be in my jaw. I'm missing a bunch of teeth back here. You see, I have one tooth in the back on the bottom, and then I have some teeth on the top, but it means my jaws are kind of settling. And I wonder if that's creating a problem with my jaw, but it also could be related to my neck and shoulder problems. So I need to talk to my chiropractor and see. I don't know if I need to go to a jaw specialist or what. I don't have like TMJ or anything like that, as far as I know. But I have pain here. I thought it was dental, but they did x-rays. They said there's nothing wrong with your teeth on that side. The one tooth that's left, there's nothing wrong with it. And then, yeah. So, but I always, every single day I have headaches. And I'm tired of it because I can't function. And I don't want to take prescription drugs all the time. And CBD oil, they gave me gummies. They didn't give me. I bought gummies because I was like, talked to the guy at the counter, and I was like, so I need something for pain, and that was primarily for menstrual pain because that just puts me out. And he's like, well, what is it? And then I think I mentioned this to you guys. I was like, yeah, it's menstrual pain, and he's like, well, there's a cream, and I was like, it's menstrual pain. That's like inside. He's like, well, yeah, you just rub it on. And I was like, no, it's menstrual. Do you know what menstrual pain is? Clearly he did not. So yeah, he ended up like, well, there's these gummies. And I was like, okay, are they going to make me high? And he's like, well, there might, you might feel them a little bit. Don't ask the guy at the counter if it's going to make you high, because he's like been high the last 20 years. So he won't know the difference anyhow. So lesson learned. Anyway, they definitely buzz you. And I was just like, that it puts me out. I mean, like I'm out for the day. Like I'm just like, I tried them a couple times. I was like, okay, I'll do half. Nope. I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna lay down and take a nap, and then they definitely help you sleep. But yeah, so I have been kind of leaving those alone. So I'm curious about CBD oil, and just putting the drops and see if they're less potent. But I don't know. I don't know, guys. What do you think about those kinds of things? I know some people are like, oh my goodness, you should leave that stuff alone. But come on, seriously. Prescription drugs are so much worse for you than that. So don't talk to me about that. On my eyes today, you see this cute look? Ain't it cute? Is there some creasing there? I need where's my mirror? There it is. There's some creasing happening. I think I didn't set this correctly or something. I have to figure out. I might have used too much tacky base because now it's quite a bit creasing, but whatever. But on my eyes is this beautiful little palette. I have to be careful because it's one of these that's misprinted, so it's upside down. You open it this way. So this is the one from Sugar Drizzle, the butterfly. Be flawed, quirky, unique, beautiful, and magical person that you are. I guess it's be the flawed, quirky. I missed the article there. And this is what it looks like on the inside. I'm doing springy sort of palettes that I showed you guys a couple weeks ago. I think a week ago maybe. And this is the first one. And I just pulled this out because it seemed like it wanted to be the one that wanted to be done. So we did that. That's my logic. Anyway, isn't that cute? I know it's bright and it might be more summery for some, but I thought it was so cute for spring. And I love the jewel tones and whatnot. So this is the third of my looks. This is my application. I knew when I was putting it on that it was a little tacky and that it would probably crease. So whatever. Don't have menstrual pain anymore. You know what? Stop teasing me, Miss Charlie. Tease me with the food. Tease me with your somewhat good weather. What is CBD? CBD is, I don't know, but it's basically, it's oil that comes from cannabis, a form of cannabis, but it doesn't have the THC in it unless they put THC in. So THC is the stuff that makes you high. CBD takes pain away, but I think it's not supposed to make you high by itself. What I have apparently has CBD and THC, which is why I get high from it. So that's not working out. I see it everywhere and get a lot of emails about it, but I don't know what it is or what it's used for. It's for pain, but there's also other things that it can be used for. I don't know all the stuff, but I just know pain. And so for that, I'm like, maybe. Oh, and also sleep. If you have problems with sleeping, things like that. Has beautiful colors, reminds me of St. Patrick colors. Yeah, it does. The greens and that gold. This one is the butterfly palette. I also have the dragonfly palette, but this one's the butterfly. The dragonfly has the black in it. So yeah, beautiful palette, beautiful, wonderful palette. I love this brand so much. And I think that what you get here for the price, so good, so good. So definitely highly recommended. Just finished that one today. Okay, so let's look at this. Did you see I got the Glam Lock? Yes, I saw that you got the Glam Lock Cake Palette. I think I commented on that. I saw another one for $15 and I didn't pick it up. I was like, maybe I should grab that and do a giveaway. But apparently they're out, guys. Go to your TJ Maxx's. I'm assuming you got yours at TJ Maxx, Miss Charlie? Go to TJ Maxx and get the Glam Light Cake Palette. It's $15. That will be coming up for May. We're going to do a rainbow-esque, because I don't really do rainbows, so we're going to kind of go rainbow-esque for neurodivergence and autism in the month of May, because that's the month that is like the awareness month. So we will be looking at a bunch of colorful palettes because May seems to be the time to look at rainbows because it's kind of rainy in May and there's rainbows and there's also sun coming out, I hope. Don't have a TJ Maxx store here. Oh, sad. Well, then you need to... I need to go back and pick up that one and then do a giveaway and you can win my giveaway again. Or something like that. Kitty, hey, knock it off. Oh, are you literally... She swallowed a piece of cotton right in front of my... Hey, hold on a second. I'm going to get this away from her. Hey, psst. Okay, so let me go get that away from her because otherwise she's going to be like pooping out cotton balls. Kitty, that is not for you. I told you yesterday that's not for you and you didn't listen to me. So I have this cotton that came out of one of my bottles of supplements. And I was like, ooh, I'll use that to clean off my nails. And then Kitty was trying to get it. And so I put it under my computer. And then I picked up my computer and put it here so that I could do this with you guys because I've got YouTube going on that. And she found it and started eating chunks out of it. And I literally just saw her swallow a piece of cotton. And I don't even know if that's real cotton. So I hope she doesn't die. But right now she's playing with the dog. So I guess she's okay. Have to find another store. Yeah. First time at Marshall's too. Lucky you. I need to get over to Marshall's and see if they have anything good. But I did go to TJ Maxx and I saw this, which I've already bought. And last time I bought it was $9.99. So this is the 1991 by Alicia Marie 9-piece eye brush set. And it was $10 last time. And now it's on clearance for $6. So I bought another one because this is a really good set. So check that out too if you get there. So I have some of them here that are dirty that I've already been using because I was like, yay, another brush set. That means I can put off washing. But they're really good sizes. These are the ones I have not touched. They have these nice little like kind of pencil brush. These are great. I love these little domed, almost kabuki style, but they're really small. These for like blending out because they're a little bit more dense. And then this guy is really nice for detailed work. Kitty, what are you doing? Are you going to come over and cause havoc? So, yeah, they're really, I like the fact that they have some real small ones. Like this little guy here is really nice. And then they have a couple of these bigger ones that are nice too for doing the bigger areas like this and this one. So this is just a really great eye brush set. They're really nice and soft, good quality, and short handles. I don't mind that at all. So I do need to do some brush washing though. So these ones are clean. That's about the only ones that are clean. I got a couple here that are clean, but those are kind of bad ones I don't use. What's up, Kitty? You looking for stuff to get into? Or you want to be in the video? Come be in the video. She's like, no, I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it. They had the 1991 palette. Yeah, I did see. So I went to another one. They had a bunch of stuff. They had the 1991 palette. They had the Amethyst palette. They had a bunch of other things that I already had. So I didn't get any extra stuff. Speaking of extra stuff, so I didn't unsubscribe to Ipsy. Maybe a mistake. There's a couple things in there I'm like, but I'm like, is it worth it? Probably not. But anyway, I have my stuff coming, and I did pick a palette that I already have. That's a decent little palette, and I'm like, well, I'll throw that in a giveaway. So I figured why not, right? Anyway, good little deal I got. I can throw my wrappers in here and toss it in the garbage because I don't need the packaging. You do not need this. All right, so, and then Aldi. You guys ever get unexpected goodies from Aldi? I really like Aldi, but yeah, it's kind of, you have no idea what you're going to see when you go in there as far as their non-food stuff. Their food stuff is really good though too, but so they had this cute little guy. I think this was on clearance for like $5, but I got a couple candles from there. This is wild fern and lemongrass, and it is manufactured, distributed and sold exclusively by Aldi, and it's made in the USA. So anybody who says you can't make affordable things in the USA, nonsense. Nonsense. Get it? Like scented candles, scents? No. It's a really light, very nice scent. And then this guy, this is similar to the blue one that I have. I must be burning that one over there. Maybe. I don't know. But this is a Huntington Home Garden Rain. So these are really pretty potent. I know people say, well, the wax goes in the air and then you breathe it in. That's probably on coffee. It's probably killing me as we speak. This is also made in the USA. Distributed and sold exclusively by Aldi in the same place. So, hey, it smells really good. Garden Rain. It's like, it doesn't smell like Garden Rain to me. It smells like spring flowers, spring bulbs, like hyacinths and daffodils and stuff. Oh my goodness, I got a cough. Stop coughing, Priscilla. I've been not coughing for a while. Anyway, yeah, if you want nice candles that are around $5, $6, and even less in some cases, their smaller ones were like $2 and something, go to Aldi. There you go. If you don't have an Aldi near you, I don't know what to tell you. Okay. Let's talk let's talk about these palettes in front of me. I'm going to go through the palettes that I went through in March. I forget what month it is. And most of these are green themed because that was what we were doing there. If you don't remember that, that's what we were doing. I am going through these and I'm going to rank them from my least favorite or my least inspiring to my most inspiring. And that's really all it is. Some of it is quality. Some of it's not quality at all. Some of it has everything to do with how much I just enjoyed using them. So there's that. And I could very easily switch some of these around. But I'm going to kind of tell you why some of these are lower and some are higher. On the bottom of the list, and I have, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I do have 10. Usually that's the case, but not always. Staciona 7. Hi, welcome. We're talking about palettes that I used in the month of May. Number 10 is Huda Beauty. This is the Emerald Obsessions. There is nothing wrong with this. Congratulations, Beauty. All right, thanks. So there's nothing wrong with this palette. Sorry, the reason I did that is because on my end, I don't know if on your end, but it said that the connection was interrupted. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with this palette. It's actually kind of nice because it's fairly diverse. You've got 3 mattes. You've got this kind of grungy, almost brown sort, and then you've got this teal, and then you've got a minty green there, which I kind of like that they're a little bit unexpected. And then the rest of them are shimmers, and I think they're pretty well diverse. Now, they're not the most brilliant, blinding, yeah, shimmers. They're nice, but they're not that great. And quite honestly, there's another one that's going to come up here that I think is quite a bit better than this and has a lot of similarities in the color story. Fernanda 5. Hi, Fernanda 5. How are you? Do you have this palette? What do you think of this palette? This is the Huda Beauty Emerald Obsessions. I got this for 12 bucks from Boxy. I think it was 12 bucks, maybe 9 bucks from BoxyCharm, and it's pretty. Doesn't change my world, but it's pretty. I did nice looks with it, and I think they're coming. I think you may have already seen the looks. I think I posted them. But I think I posted them. So yeah, they're pretty looks. They're nice looks, and I enjoy it. But it's okay. It's okay. I think maybe I would have enjoyed it a little bit more if there was maybe one more matte in there that was more just like a true green, or maybe like this darker green, something like that. I don't know. What would make this better? What do you think, Kitty? She doesn't. She just wants to eat her food. She's not a team player today, so. But it's nice. It's a nice palette. What do you guys think of this palette? Is it a good one? Is it one you enjoy in your life? I don't know. So that's number 10. Again, these are all my opinion. I enjoyed everything I used this month. So, yeah. So ABH Beverly Hills. This is number 9. This is the Subculture palette. And this is a very cute palette. And I really do enjoy this. I'm not as grungy as some. My other reason is it seems like there's a little bit of weirdness with the color story. These, first of all, I'm not sure why there's 2 yellows that are so similar. This one is more peach in person, and this one's definitely more bright, but it seems like they could be a little bit more diverse. And then you've also got this peach. So a little bit weird, but you know, I'm not mad at it. I think it's a cute palette. And it was nice to have something like that. This that's a little bit different than some of the other more blatantly green ones. So, yeah, the green palette. Yeah, the Huda Beauty. It's a really pretty palette. This is another really pretty palette. I'm glad I have it. It just, you know, it was okay. Well, the thing with this that I found is that it seems like colors kind of muddied out a little bit, partly because they're already a little bit muddy colors anyhow, just being grungy. But when you try to layer them on, they just get a little bit muddy and lose a little bit of their vibrancy. I used most of the colors in here. I didn't use all of them, but I did use most of them. So I think that one will be coming up. I don't know if that one has been posted yet. I'm always a couple palettes behind because just of the schedule and whatnot. If you hear sounds behind, that's just Hubs making stuff in the kitchen. Okay, so then next, and I really, really, really like this palette. The reason that it's ranked this low is because there's only 4 colors in it. This is the e.l.f. Hot Jalapeno. This is such a cute palette. For if you just want a really good basic green palette. This is so pretty. Your looks are going to be really pretty. They're also going to look somewhat similar because both of these shimmers kind of lean towards that golden green sort of thing, even though this one's more gold and this one's more green, clearly. And then both of these are kind of a very similar type of greens as well, even though one's quite a bit darker than the other. But it is a very nice, works well, good, decent quality. There's some kick up and whatnot that there's not as much of in the ABH, that sort of thing. But I did enjoy this one a little bit better, just because the shimmers are a little bit better in this than ABH. So that's why that one ranked higher. And then this one ranks higher. If it was for the packaging, this would be number one all the way, because look at the packaging. You've already seen me, exclaim about this. I love this one's from Pout and Shout. But the reason I liked this a little bit more is there's the green, but there's this. And that little pop there really makes a big difference. Also, I really appreciate the fact that this light shimmer really is kind of transformative for the other ones. So I really, 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 really enjoy this. That e.l.f. palette the other day. Yeah, I saw you wore it the other day. I think I mentioned something about it on your post too. Yeah, the peachy color in here is really cute. So I really like that little splash of bright peach in that one. So those would be kind of together, but so that is number, whatever that is, 7. Yeah, 7. It's hard to count backwards. Oh, I'm gonna start yawning, guys. Oh, you know how I am on Sundays. So I was talking to one of my students, and I don't know how we got on this. Oh, we were talking about it because the musical alphabet is A B C D E F G, A B C D E F G, A B C D F G, right? And so I said, but you also have to know it backwards. And then we were talking, we were laughing about like the sobriety test. And I was like, the problem with the sobriety test is I can't say the alphabet backwards when I'm sober. So that wouldn't work for me. I'd be like, yeah, I can't say the alphabet backwards, but that has nothing to do with, me being inebriated. I just can't say it backwards. That was supposed to be a joke, guys. That was funny. If I have to say it's funny, it's probably not funny. This is the Juvia's Place Allure 1. I enjoyed this so much more than I thought I would. It's such a cute palette. Of course, it's Juvia's Place, so they always surprise me with how good they blend. There's just really no kick up with these. They're just really nicely pressed. They're not. They're very pigmented, but there's not a lot of pickup, and that's not an easy thing to do. I love the shimmers in here. They're fantastic performance. Yeah, this is such a good palette. I don't usually love 6-pan palettes, but I'm really enjoying these because they kind of push you a little bit and make you do some stuff. So I did post these already, so you guys can see those on my page, but I think this is a good solid number 6 in the whole list. And the reason it's not higher is really just because it's a 6-pan and it only has really 2 color tones in it. So Sheanaise is here. I don't know what that is, but I mean, Niehs. I don't know how I'm supposed to pronounce that, but welcome to our party. Okay, next, and the only reason this one's not higher is I don't know. It's such a good palette, and it could absolutely have been at the top. Why is there a big chunk out of this? Did I stick a fingernail in there or something? It could absolutely have been higher, but it's here because I think it's here because it is really pretty much green. I did do a look with this that is pretty much not green, but also it's a smaller palette. So this is from Odin's Eye. This is the Oud palette, and it is their little mini palette that has a split pan here. So you can mix them together, or you can do one in one. And I think this is such a beautiful. This green just kills me. Look, oh my gosh. My whole world just melted right there. There's like nothing like that. I mean, it's just that green right there. That's it. That's all you need in your world. Okay, that's not all you need. But, it definitely makes your world better. The new Juvia's ones yet? Which ones did you get? I've used not all of them. This one's an older one, but you already knew that. So that's not a solid number 5. It's so good. Like I said, everything in this pile really is very, very good. And I would recommend them all. There's literally nothing here I wouldn't recommend. It's just they get better and better. This is the one that I said at the beginning that this is just so much better. And it's a $5 palette. You guys already know what it is. Viviana something Maquillaje is here. Hi, Viviana. How are you? Good to see you. We're talking about Maquillaje. So this is the Profusion Emeralds palette. I know a lot of people have been kind of playing with this. It's just such a good springy palette. Apparently cups are being washed, you know, things like that happen. I just posted my looks on this and I was so happy. There's so much diversity in this palette. There's so many ways you can go. I mean, I'm just thinking of some of the color combinations that you can do with it. And it's just super, super cute. So, yeah, $5. I mean, the bundle that was $20, the new 6 pans. Oh, you mean the Juvia's place? Oh yeah, Juvia's. I was thinking you were talking about the Odin's Eye for some reason because I was showing you Odin's Eye, and so the $20, the new 6 pan palettes. Yeah, so that is one of them. The Lori is the one, and then the other two. I haven't tried the other two. This is the only one that I've tried, but so far so good. I'm liking it. All right, we're down to what's this, number 3? Yes, it is. This is going really fast. Sanda J Perfume is with us. Hi, welcome to our party. I like perfume too. I don't really talk about perfume on here, but I really like perfume. So this is the Beauty Bay Wilderness palette. This has been out for a minute. I know I'm late to the discussion. I'm not late because a lot of these I've used for the second time or third time or whatever. So, you know, it's not that I'm late to the party. It's just that it's worth talking about again. Heather Charisse Beauty is with us. Hi, Heather. How are you doing? So this is our beautiful Wilderness palette from Beauty Bay. It is a very beautiful palette. I think this is just kind of appropriate year round. Definitely, I think it's a nice one to have in the spring because it is such a fall type palette. And sometimes doing that juxtaposition of, you know, the palettes in the wrong season, I think is really nice because it gives you some unexpected little flair. These are the two that I wouldn't use a glitter primer or any sort of a sticky base on my lid. I learned that because they really, really creased a lot. Normally the ones I have on my eyes, which are the sugar drizzle, don't do that. I just didn't take the time to set them correctly like I should. And I think I put a little bit too much of that base. But yeah, great palette. Beautiful looks on the eyes. All right, next one. And the reason that these are here is really, this is all about the option and the size of the palette, how many different colors there are, and how much I enjoyed using it at the time. So this one I've ragged on quite a bit, but this is number 2 on this list. So, you know, I can't rag on it that much. And that's the Club Nebula. So Club Nebula, you know, I kind of dissected this with you guys a little bit and explained to you that this is the row that just doesn't make sense to me because it's all mauve-y, grayish sort of tones that really don't do anything for the rest of the palette. I just don't understand that middle row. I feel like that was supposed to be a different palette that didn't make sense. Like they could have just made that more of a neutral and it would have made more sense. So anyway, I think it's overrated. I do think it's overrated. However, there is no denying that Kaleidos does excellent, beautiful formula. So these are just buttery smooth. The pigment is so gorgeous. I mean, you've seen this a billion times, so I don't have to show you all that. But I mean, that is slime, alien slime green, which is fantastic. I mean, it's not the best coloring for me, but it certainly is pretty. And I do like these mauve tones in the middle. I just think that they don't fit with the rest of the palette. So that's what my main concern is. You can make them fit, but it's just weird. Yeah, the palette, and here it is. There's the palette. So the shimmers are really, really beautiful, but most of them are topper shades. This one here is not. That teal color this has an opaque base to it. And the Nebula is a little bit opaque. but because it's so flesh toned, sometimes it's hard to see. And you can shear both of these out too. But yeah, they tend to be a little bit more opaque. The other ones are all super light, and then the mattes are all like these. Not all, but there's three there's three bright mattes. This weird nard, like this doesn't make any sense to me. That neutral right there, it's not even a neutral. It's like a gray mauvey when it's used, and it's very similar to these two when it's actually used. But they don't match anything else in the palette. And then you've got these dark tones, and I'm like, I don't know. I think somebody was using gummies when they put this together. But it was nice to use. It was a lot of fun. It did give me a nice challenge, and I enjoyed that. And last but not least, meaning actually first, because biblically the first shall be last and the last shall be first. Therefore, the last one I'm showing you is number one. You don't even need to think about that. I just came from church, so I'm thinking biblically. Speaking of sugar drizzle, this is the Pickle Palette. I know it's a 6-pan palette. I know it's a monochrome palette, but this is such an incredible palette, and I could have done 10 more looks and still not exhausted what this palette can do. That might be extreme. And the reason is because there's only 2 mattes and they're both green. But put something else with it, like my neutral palette. What is it? Mad for Mattes neutral palette that I got from Elf that's in my project pan. And then put these on top, and you've got like limitless possibilities. It's so yeah. Sugar drizzle, I think it's flipping-tastic. So this is number one, numero uno. That's it. That's the Pickle Palette from Sugar Drizzle. I don't think you can go wrong with any of their palettes so far from what I've seen. I do not have all of them. They have some of their older ones. And then, yeah, I'm not sure what else they have. But yeah, this is good stuff. Apparently cooking's happening now too. All right. That is the fastest possible rundown that I've done for the palettes that I've used. I think. Am I less chatty today, or am I just talking faster? I don't know. My empties basket is running over. Running over. My cup is running over. Anybody remember that song? That Sunday school song? Okay, so we're gonna. A lot of this is actually supplements that I used up, and I will talk to you about those separately. So let's talk about the stuff that's not supplements. A lot of this is supplements, actually. So when I take all the supplements out, there's nothing else in here. So this is not really. This is my little Sephora bag of empties that I keep using. This is the one that's sticking out. Body color. Bless you. So this is the dark cherry orchid. This smells really yummy. It's a nice, sweet floral. A little bit heavier. It's actually really nice for spring, but I feel like this is kind of a fall and winter. It's all gone. Bye-bye. But I did get 3 or 4 more of these. So we are totally fine with moisture for the skin because we didn't run out. And other scents, I have one perfume in here. And this is the David Yurman, original David Yurman. I had one of these that was the 100 ml, and I sent it down to Haiti when I was moving down there, and my husband thought it was a present for him, and I think he gave it away. Because I don't think he actually used it, because when I got there, it was gone. So I think he gave it as a gift, because he likes to gift things, which is great, but not when they're my things. Anyway, this smells really good. This is kind of a sweet... This is a very springy sort of scent, which is why I've been using it. It's really kind of sweet and floral and has a prominent, to my nose, rose note in it. And it's really, really nice. It is also discontinued. So I'm sorry, because you're probably not going to be able to get it. This was actually given to me when I was active on Fragrantica. I had a lot of people that knew who I was on there because I was really, really, really active. And you won't recognize me because my name was different. I mean, my handle was different. So, but yeah, and so I was like, oh, my husband used it up, and then somebody said, hey, I've got a little 30 mil. Can I send it to you? And I said, yes, you can. So that's how I got that one, and I just used it up. So I've had it for quite a few years. It's moved with me it was sent to me in Haiti, and then moved to Dominican Republic, and then came back up here. And this is where I used it up. Number 7. Okay, now we're peeing. So, if you're hearing that, just, life happens in this house. Number 7, protect and perfect intense advance. I think this came from Buzz Agent. It came from one of the companies where I'm doing reviews for. I don't know why he's making so much noise. It's almost intentional, except that's really how he lives life too. So, but you'd think he'd try to be a little bit quiet. Such is life. Number 7, protect and perfect intense advanced fragrance-free day cream, sunscreen, SPF 30, etc. Number 7, if you do like commercial skincare, number 7 is really, really good. I know they've been doing more advertising here in the US now. They are a British-owned company. They're from Boots, right? Yeah, Boots Company. But now I know that they're available at one of our Walgreens nearby. They're also at Targets and at Walmart's. Some of them have the makeup and some of them have the skincare. Some of them have both. I wouldn't buy the skincare, but it is quite nice. The cream is a nice lightweight cream, and I have no complaints about it. They're very, very light scented. Yeah, it's great. If you do like that sort of thing, I highly recommend because I think they're excellent. This guy came from my Walmart box. Just samples, but I thought it was worth talking about. These are the Not Your Mother's Anti-Frizz Smooth Mousse Shampoo and Conditioner. So I use this as just a one use, and I really liked it. It also can be because when you switch up your shampoo, your hair always feels better the first time, and then after that, it kind of goes back to what it was going to be. Angelica, hi Angelica, how are you? Have you used Not Your Mother's? I think the one that I've seen from Not Your Mother's is a dry shampoo. I think that's the one that gets the hype. Is that correct? Or am I making that up? I don't know. I could be making it up. I do that sometimes. But anyway, this is I really like it. So I would actually try this again. In fact, I might try to pick it up. But I'll check and see how much they are. We'll see. This one is done. There's probably a little bit left in there, but it's basically I think it might be a year and a half old, maybe 2. I don't know. We don't really admit anything more than that. So this is the Essence Lash Princess, the original false lash effect in the teal green thing. I have a new one that's the waterproof one. This smudges like crazy for me. So it just was not a successful move. I have people that have actually been angry at me and fought with me and unfriended me and said all sorts of nasty things about me because I didn't love this. Sorry guys, but yeah, it smudges. If you have long lashes or if you have oily under eyes, which I have both, then this will smudge a lot. Instagram blocked me from commenting. I can't even add a caption to my own post. Yeah, it will do that. And it does that. It does that. So for me, when it happened this last time, I believe because they said it was against the message that it said it's against their policies to pay for likes and follows or something like that. And I think what was happening is because I was going through and I was liking a whole lot of posts from similar accounts because I had insomnia and I couldn't sleep. And apparently, because those people were coming back and liking my posts, they thought I was paying for likes. I was not, but they thought I was. And so they put me in timeout for a week. So I don't know. It might tell you when you're off timeout, when you're off punishment. But you can still do certain things. Like I found that I can do this sort of thing, and I could still do lives, but I couldn't post the lives I could, in some cases, I could post, but this last time I couldn't post. They can kiss my butt. I wish you had the money to buy followers. No kidding. If I had the money to buy followers, are you serious? I wouldn't be working this hard. I wish you had. I wish I had. I wish we both had. Joel Shalom. Hi, Joel. Joe Shalom. That's hard to say. Joe Shalom. Unless you put it all together like that, Joe Shalom. Then it's kind of not so hard. So, the last thing in here is Malin and Gets. How do you say this? Malin and Gets. Is that French, supposed to be French, or is it like something else, like German? I don't know. I'm looking for an address. Let me see. Dublin, Ireland. Okay, so we're gonna imagine that it's just Malin and Gets. Resurfacing face serum. I know this brand because of their perfume. They have a perfume called, I don't know, but it's really yummy. And I have it in Haiti, if it still is any good. Anyway, this is the first resurfacing face serum. I use these serums, I use them up, and then that's it, because they send me so many serums, and I don't really need them because I use my oils, but I use them anyhow because they're free. But yeah, now I don't use as many. That came from a Boxy or an Ipsy, I think. So those are all the things that are not supplements. Now supplements. What do you guys do for supplements? I know that more and more people are doing supplements, and they include all sorts of different kinds of things. I have added so much stuff to my supplement routine that I'm taking like a handful, of supplements every day. But I've actually taken 2 off. I'm going to just show you these because I want to tell you what they are and why. I actually took both of these off because I was I was just feeling like not right. And I think it might be attributed to these. I haven't actually taken my supplements today yet because I ate at church. But this is the iron and this is the zinc. I was doing these and then I took them both off my routine because I already have them in another form. So, and I have more than the recommended daily allowance. So I thought, well, maybe that would be the thing. I was doing research and found out I need to take supplements for gut health because I think that's why my cheek acne is bad. Acne, oil. You need oil. I know you think I'm lying. I'm not. I have oily skin and I had cystic acne. In fact, you can see all the bumps and stuff like that and scarring from when I had cystic acne. I mean, it was bad. It was like boils, like this thick. Just, I mean, horrible. And all over the place. And that was normal for me because I have PCOS. So hormonal acne was a really bad thing. And then I started to add little drops of carrier oil to my face. I started with, I think, 2 drops. And every morning I would just put 2 drops of oil, rub it on my hands, and tap it onto my wet face after I came out of the shower. And that was it. And then I would put, moisturizer or whatever else. I started with, I think it was either grapeseed oil or it may have been apricot seed oil. It was one of those, but those are both good. The ones that are closest to your skin's natural sebum are Abyssinian oil and argan oil. Those 2 are the closest to your skin's natural sebum. Hi, welcome to FWDHMYTDW and Amadou and DHOMPLAZ. I don't know how to say that, but anyway, welcome to everybody that's coming. And Drissa. And yes, hi Drissa, how are you doing? We're talking about how oils help your skin. Oils are my secret. I just told somebody I'm turning 47 this year. And it's not a lie. And she's like, oh my goodness, you look amazing. I was like, yeah, it's oils. And that's the reason my lashes are long. That's the reason my brows are finally full. That's the reason I finally have hair on my head. It solves all of your problems. Seriously, oil. So I have a big, crazy mix, but I think the first time I did it, I literally went to Walmart, I went to the food aisle and I picked up, I think it was grapeseed oil, because I think I just got it off the food aisle. The oil off the food aisle. And yeah, just put a couple drops in my hand and put it all over my face, and then that was it. And that, within like a week or so, no more acne. Because, and also, don't cleanse your face. I cleanse my face only with oil. So then when I do that, I have a little pump thing. I put 5 pumps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it gets like a little, maybe I would say like a nickel sized puddle in my hand. It's not huge because they're not huge pumps. And I put that on my eyes to remove my makeup, and it all melts off. And then I didn't mean to make a farty noise. That wasn't necessary. And then I put it all over the rest of my face. I take a washcloth, I put it under hot water, and I put it on my face, let it steam for a second, because you want all your pores to open up, and you want the oil to lubricate so that your pores are able to push out the toxins, because that's what they need to do, is push out toxins. And when you wash it, it actually closes your pores, which means that they can't push out the toxins. And that's why you're getting acne, is because you're actually removing the oil, which is what your skin needs to do, is have that oil to push toxins out. Now, the other thing is, if it's hormonal, you can have inflammation, and the inflammation actually makes those pores, your pores actually swell up so that they can't push out as much oil and toxins. Sorry, I'm coughing. I'm sorry. And so that can also be part of the problem. My love, Uji, yeah. Can you bring me some water? So I don't die from coughing. So put oil on and then steam your face. Yeah. So basically, I use oil for cleansing, and then after I steam it all off, then I put more oil on. Thank you. That's okay. And so, all right. So, yeah, I just use carrier oil. Don't use essential oil, because essential oil can burn your eyes. And I put it directly on my eyes. So to take off my eye makeup, I put just a little pool, and I put it, and it melts all off. And then I just use a hot cloth under the tap water, and I put it on my face until it turns basically room temperature. And then I use that to kind of clean it off. And then I put it back under the tap, and I use the back side, and I wipe it off again. That's basically it. Internet is freezing. Send me a DM, and I can talk to you about this more if you want. And yeah, so I can give you more information. But I know a lot of people have questions about this. That has so revolutionized everything about my skin, my face, my lashes, my hair, all that kind of stuff. It's pretty incredible. Okay, so she's going to pop out and then pop back in, hopefully, and we'll be back. But yeah, some cleansing, gut cleansing, and that sort of thing, I think can help. But I know a lot of it is, we use cleansers, and cleansers are so bad for you. Don't cleanse your skin. Your skin is not supposed to be, you're not supposed to have any sort of cleanser on your skin. What people get on, and it's so funny because people are like, well, no, this is right, because this is what the dermatologist says. The dermatologists are getting paid to support what it is that the cosmetic companies want to sell you. Literally. I mean, come on. Like, since people have gotten so into skincare, skin has gotten worse. Skin conditions have gotten worse than they were. It used to people just put grease on their face, like fat and stuff like that. And that's what they use for moisturizer. They literally use like the fat of animals to put on their skin, or like oils or anything like that. They would use that to put on their skin. Ridiculous. Anyway, so yeah, if you're having acne and that sort of thing, just try oils. When I first started it, like I said, I just put some drops of oil after I did wash my face at that time because I didn't know what happened. Not a lot. I was just kind of reiterating what we were talking about. But yeah, so I would just put oil on my face after I wash it, and that made a huge difference. But then it took me years. In fact, only a few years ago, I started to realize that cleansing your face is a lot of the problem, because cleansing removes the natural oils, and then your skin has to regenerate that, so it makes it more oily, which throws off the balance. So do not use cleansers. Take all your cleansers, throw them in the garbage. Okay? Now, okay, you don't have to do that, but it's a good idea. If you want to cleanse your face, there's things that you can cleanse your face with that are much better than cleansers, such as milk is really good, particularly goat's milk. Honey is really good. You can use coffee and tea. I actually, when I did more tea, I would save the tea bags, and actually then just when I was taking a shower or whatever, I would just put them under the water to re-moisten them, and then put them on my eyes and whatever. So makeup XM. Hi, makeup XM. How's it going? We're talking about how to have good skin when you're old like me. My skin's pretty good. But yeah, it's all about, when we take off makeup. So yeah, just use a carrier oil, put it right on your eyes, because your eyes are where the majority of your makeup are, the harder makeup to remove, like mascara and whatnot. So I literally just put a little bit like, a nickel or a quarter worth in here, tap it with a couple fingers, tap it right on my eyes, tap it here, and then I put the rest all over, and then I kind of just gently rub it in. And then I rub across my lashes, and you can just kind of flick through your lashes to kind of get that out. You'll feel when the grittiness stops, because as long as there's grittiness still coming off, and then once it feels smooth, and that's it. And then that's when you then take the cloth and put it over the top, let it steam, because that will draw out toxins and whatnot, and it will soften everything, and make sure everything's open and yeah, getting all of the nutrients in it, and then just wipe it all off with the washcloth. I use like a microfiber. You can get them for 4 of them for $1 at the dollar store, or for 4 of them for $1.25, because now the dollar store is $1.25, not $1. And then I put it back under the sink, and I do it again, and I do the other side of it, and I wipe it off, and that's it, finished. And then after I do that, before my skin is dry, I put another couple drops of oil. At night, I do 10 drops of oil. And in the morning, I do 4 drops of oil. But you can do whatever works for you. If you're just starting out, you might want to do less, just because your skin won't be as used to it. But I mean, it's oil. If your skin, as long as it's don't use like coconut oil is too heavy, and olive oil can be too heavy. So you'll have to kind of see what it is. But if you have dry skin, then you might want to use something a little bit stronger, but not necessarily. So you want use something as close to your natural skin as possible. I think I used grapeseed oil because it's a drier oil, so it doesn't leave a greasy film, but it depends on the oil that you use. And that's 47-year-old skin, almost 47-year-old skin. Not too bad. And I mean, I don't wear that much makeup. As you can see, I've got, like, these are actual beauty marks showing through. Those are the actual ones. I don't reinforce them. So that's how much makeup I use. Yeah, I am willing to bet you it will change your life. Let me know, and then tag me in your results post. When you post it and you say, "Oh my goodness, this changed my life," or not, tag me, because I'm curious. We're going to start a revolution. That's all about all natural, all oil skincare. You don't need to get any skincare from anybody. There might be extreme situations where people have actual medical situations, but most medical situations are not medical situations. It's just them wanting to prescribe things to you because they get a kickback for it. So doctors are corrupted by the economy, by the economy of prescriptions. All right, so what do we got? An acetyl capsule. So this one, so I have PCOS, and that's a major contributor and determination of what I take. Okay, I'm back. Hopefully my damn internet starts working. I hope so too. But if it doesn't, like I said, send me a DM and we can talk. We'll get more. But hopefully this helps other people anyhow, because I know people watch these. So in acetyl capsule. So this is something that I have heard is supposed to really help with things like blood sugar levels, and that's a major thing with PCOS. And also, is that insulin levels, and then also, like, you're just in general. So some of the male hormone that creates, like, the body hair, we get the beards and balding and all that kind of stuff. So this is I'm now on my second bottle of this, and it is One per and 100. So this was like 3 months worth. So I've been taking it for just over 3 months. I don't notice huge changes yet, but I am hopeful because I know a lot of people said that this works really well. Some people said this works better than clone. Well, maybe it's not this one. Maybe it's the other one. But for actually fertility, I'm kind of that ship may have sailed. So I would be happy if it didn't. But yeah, we're just kind of, you know, not holding the breath. But in the meantime, I still want my body to be functioning. And this is a problem with PCOS. If you have PCOS or you have any sort of hormonal issues, there's a really good chance it is PCOS because it is greatly, severely underdiagnosed. So tons of women have it. They're now saying maybe 25% of women have it, or at least 20 to 25% of women they're estimating have PCOS or some sort of PCOS. There's the bottle. It's inositol. Inositol. And this is, so yeah, I just use the now. I was looking at it I was looking at it backwards. This is the Now brand. And this is a 500 milligram. Now there's a couple of different kinds of inositol. This is one kind. This is actually, does it say which one it is? This is the more plentiful one, and then there's a second one too. So you can get a version that has both versions of it, and I don't really know the difference. So, hi Norma, how's it going? We're talking about stuff I take for PCOS and general health. So yeah, I'm hoping that this really helps. But yeah, cellular health is supposed to support healthy membrane function, etc. Oh, this is the myo inositol, MYO inositol. So there's two different kinds of it. This is the myo, which is the most common form, but there are some that have both of the forms. I don't know what the difference is. Again, I haven't seen any miraculous anything with it, but some people have seen miraculous. I used to, back in the day, take metformin. That stuff is nasty and will mess you up permanently. Avoid it if you can. And this stuff has replaced it for a lot of people. So, yay. Omega-3 fish oil. I think this is just kind of a thing that a lot of people take. It's good for you. Eating fish is good for you too. I don't love the fish that much. My husband would eat it every day. But for me, it's not something I just really love. So, eye, brain, and heart health. Well, all of those things could use help for me. And this is, just kind of a general health sort of thing. This one has lemon flavor. Most of these I get from Walmart because I find that's about the cheapest place. This is 180 soft gels and you take 2 a day. I thought there was something else in here. Does this have vitamin D? No, it does not. So this is just apparently omega-3s and EPA and DHA and all that. So it's supposed to be good for you. The general consensus is it's good for you. I take it because of that. Melatonin. This has changed. Okay, I'm still exhausted every day. However, I'm actually sleeping at night. And so that is helping. I still wake up a lot. But this is 5 milligrams. I had a friend who was taking 10 and said it didn't work for her. So I said, go back and get the smallest amount, which is 3, I think you can take. And so she went and did that. And that seems to be working, but she's not sleeping through the night. So I said, maybe double it up. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm just giving my opinion. But this is one of the hormones that people with PCOS don't generate, and that's why a lot of times we have insomnia because we're not getting our sleep. This is the sleep hormone, the one that naturally makes us go to sleep. And so I take one of these every night, 5 milligram. If I don't, I'll toss and turn, and I'll finally get to sleep, and then I'll wake up, and then I'll wake up in the morning and wonder, why am I so exhausted? And I'll say, oh, yeah, that's right. I didn't take melatonin. I still am tired, but it's not the same extreme. So, and then I'm doing collagen and C. So I did a different one. I actually grabbed a different one from when I went to, I think it was Burlington. And I figured I may as well try it because it was cheap. cheap, and it looked like it was about the same level and whatnot. So this is the highly absorbable collagen plus C. This is 2,500 milligrams. Hair, skin, and nail health. Yeah, so supposed to make us look beautiful. People will say that this is the reason for my skin, but my skin looked like this before I was taking this. So, but I do think that there's some benefit to that and whatnot. So, I'm not going to say it's not good. So there's 60 milligrams of vitamin C, which is 67% of your daily value, and then there's 1% sodium. Yep, 15 calories. Okay. Acidophilus. This is a probiotic. I don't know about probiotics. I just picked this one. I don't know. Which one should I pick? So there's different probiotics you can get. And as you see, a lot of this is Spring Valley because that's the cheap brand at Walmart. There's actually another cheap brand too. A cheaper brand. What is the other one? I don't remember. There's one cheaper. Melissa. Hi, Melissa. How's it going? Do you take any stuff? Supplements. That's what we're talking about right now, is supplements. So acidophilus is a probiotic, and it's supposed to be good for your digestive health. So you're talking about, Angelica, you're talking about for digestive health, probiotics are a good idea. So this is 2 billion active cultures per caplet. I don't know what that means. That's a lot. Whatever it is, there's a lot of activity, apparently. 2 billion's worth of activity in each caplet. Caplet? It's not a caplet. These are tablets. Anyway, yeah, there's 100 caplets in here, and I take one a day. Well, anything else in here? Nope, just that. Cellulose. Silica. That's the stuff to make it stick together, right? I want to deworm myself too. I've heard like those like parasites. Get rid of parasites. How do you do that? And is it real? Is it actually a thing? Do you have to sit on the toilet for a week, or what's the deal? TikTok has me convinced I have worms. I don't do TikTok. TikTok is Satan. I don't actually know that, but no, I think that was social media in general, which is one of the reasons I decided to come on here, because I was hearing so many people just horrible advice, and I was like, look, there needs to be a balance. So there needs to be somebody who's calling out all the nonsense. Like when people are like, well, no, you have to cleanse your skin 3, 4, 5 times, and that's how you have clear. No, that's not how you have clear skin. That makes you have more issues. And the crazy thing is, you'll get these people that are like, oh my goodness, I've been using this technique. And then they take their makeup off and you're like, you have horrible skin. Like, I mean, I have all of the crevices and stuff like that to show that I used to have skin problems. I don't have skin problems anymore. So, okay. Prenatal, if you have PCOS and women in general, particularly of childbearing years, but also into and through menopause, prenatals are really, really, really good idea. This has vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin D3, vitamin E, thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, vitamin B. I can't read this. Vitamin B6, folate, vitamin B12, calcium, iron, which is why I decided not to do that other iron, because this is 104%. Iodine, zinc, which is why, and this is 192%, so I didn't need to actually add to that. So these are all in the prenatals. And yeah, so this is just a really good idea. Enamored Beauty's higher. Hi, Enamored Beauty. How's it going? So yeah, just in general, this is just good to keep your girl parts working well. Only follow Christian TikTokers. Christian's going to be some of the weirdest, most extreme people, because they want to make a doctrine out of everything. I'm just saying. I mean, I love my Christian people. I love them, but some of them are nuts. Some of them want to cast the demons out of everything, and yeah, be all. Susie's with us. Hi, Susie. How are you? We're talking about supplements and vitamins. What do you take for supplements and vitamins? The last one here. Oh, by the way, this prenatal is 100 tablets, so it's 3 months worth. Yes, girl. I've been blocking left to right somewhere. Super. Have you gotten to the flat earthers? I thought they were fake. I didn't think it was a real thing until they're on Facebook. I am almost not on Facebook anymore because of the nut level there. Oh my goodness, it's crazy. It's all love. Yeah, I know. Oh my goodness. I wish it was all love. Unfortunately, it's not. Um, they're real. Flat earthers, they're real. And you're like, one thing, I have one thing to tell you. Time zones. Just that. Time zones. Okay? If I talk to my brother who lives in Tokyo, it will be the middle of the day there when it's midnight here. Explain that with a flat earth. You can't. I mean, there's no possibility. If it's a flat earth, it would be the same time all the time. Or at least within, a few hours. No, you can't have a 24-hour. No. They're nuts. They're nuts. Like, it doesn't even make sense. I'm all about like conspiracy theories that make sense. Like, I mean, not all about, but if there's like something that comes up and people are like, well, this is what really happened. I'm like, yeah, you're probably right because I don't trust the government. However, there's certain things that are like, this is no longer the government. This is just science. This is like, I mean, when people sailed around the world and they didn't fall off and they didn't bump into the edge and they kept going and then they just got back to where they started. Yeah, that pretty much says there's no flat earth. I mean, come on. There's no way physically that the earth can be flat. There's no way. With all of the knowledge that we have, it's absolutely impossible. There's certain things like, I believe in a literal creation. Some people think I'm nuts, but that actually is supported by science. People will say I'm wrong. I am not wrong. The flat earth is not supported by science, okay? On the contrary, it's proven, just proven by science. Okay, beetroot. Beetroot, I started taking this because when I went to the dentist, they did my blood pressure, and he's like, do you normally have high blood pressure? And I said, no. And he's like, well, you probably have to go get that checked. And I did, and then I started taking this, and then I went to the doctor, and they're like, no, you're fine. So I don't know if it was because of this, but I still take it. So this is general wellness as well. Naturally occurring phytonutrients. I don't know what that means, but I eat it. I know that beets are good for you. So this is just basically powdered beets that they put in a capsule. Excuse me. So I take 2 a day, and there's 90 in here. So that's what, 45 days, a month and a half? Pregnant or nursing women, individuals taking medications, etc. Everybody check with a doctor. Oh my goodness, you guys, if you want to know the state of our world, the state of humanity, watch television and watch the commercials, especially the commercials about prescriptions, not subscriptions, prescriptions, and especially the warnings. Seriously, I'm hearing things like, if you have life-threatening reactions to this medicine, do not take it. Do you have to tell people that? Hey, dude, so if you die from this, you should probably stop taking it. If you almost die from this, you should probably stop taking it. Just saying. That is literally the world we live in, my people. And those are the people who are voting. Okay, we're just going to say, Warmy's here. Warmy, we're talking about supplements. You missed all of the exciting talk about supplements. Now I'm talking about how when you get on, when you watch all of the warnings, when they have the advertisements for prescription drugs, Miss Reviewer Guru, you can chime in here too. Welcome. But yeah, and they get on there and they're like, yeah, if you have a serious allergic reaction to this, don't take this medicine. Don't take this medicine if you have suicidal thoughts. Don't take this. Basically, if this medicine tries to kill you, maybe don't take it. And my thought is, are people really that dumb? And I want to believe they're not. I truly want to believe in humanity. But I see these things and I hear people and it makes me truly, truly afraid to live in this world with those human beings who don't know that when they have life-threatening reactions to a medicine that they shouldn't take it. Or they'll say something like, please tell your doctor if you have such conditions as AIDS or diabetes or cancer. Who has a doctor that doesn't know they have those conditions? If you have AIDS or you have diabetes or you have cancer, I would think in your doctor visit that might be among the first things that comes up. A doctor, by the way, I have diabetes. I mean, even with me, the first thing that I say, I have PCOS. When I go into a new doctor, I say I have PCOS because that affects everything. But that's not like life threatening. Well, it can be, but it could be the cause of life threatening, but it's not itself. Like it, again, you're going to a doctor. The first thing that you're going to tell them is, doctor, these are my pre-existing conditions. And if you don't tell a doctor that, living in this world is frightening. Not because of me. I'm fine. It's all the other weirdos that don't know things like, don't take the medicine if it tries to kill you. I won't even take the medicine if it gives me a headache. My goodness. And they're like, and then you have all these medicines and you're like, well, this medicine could make you feel better, but it also could make you like try to do a chainsaw massacre in your sleep, but you might feel better. Stay away from prescriptions, people. Prescriptions are nasty. I know we have to sometimes. I know that, but man, they will mess you up. So other stuff I'm taking, you guys want to know the other stuff I'm taking? Are we there? Are we having this? I know we've talked about it before. Let me go ahead and grab the stuff in front of me. I'm taking the Papaya Enzyme Complex because for digestive help. And this could actually be another thing, Angela, to look at, or Angelica, sorry, to look at because this is pretty much natural. It tastes pretty good. My guess is there's probably sugar in it. Yep, sugar. Whatever. It's all good. And talc. I don't know. You're eating dirt, basically. That's okay. Dirt's good for you. As long as it's, the right kind of dirt and not dirty dirt. Not contaminated dirt. Yeah, so this is Papaya Enzyme Complex. It does seem like this is helping my tummy, which is good because we have like a lot of digestive issues with PCOS. And so, yeah, just things like heartburn I've always had heartburn issues. So part of that is diet related, but other components to it are like just because of PCOS. Apple cider vinegar. I'm only taking one of these a day, but you can take up to 3 times a day, like with a meal, right? Yes, up to 3 times a day. This is 250 capsules, so this is going to be like a year supply. It's just supposed to be good for a lot of different things. So I know a lot of people will drink it, but I figured in a capsule form, we'll do that. Because I used to drink it and I was like, it's gross. And it also kind of rots your teeth and I don't need any more of that. Because you see, I'm kind of already missing some of the pearlies. Ginger root. Ginger root is another one for digestive health. So ginger root. Press-ons by Angie. Hi, Press-ons by Angie. How are you? I like press-ons, but they don't always last on my nails. What's the secret, Angie? What is the secret to making the press-ons last on my nails? Because the glue I have doesn't last at all. And then the little press-on thing, sometimes they last and sometimes they don't. Prisco Hernandez. Hi, Prisco Hernandez. How's it going? We're talking about stuff that you take to keep yourself from taking other stuff that makes you have like serious side effects. This stuff doesn't give you side effects, at least not the same way. So this is ginger root. Ginger is really good for you. Healthy digestion. Yeah, so that's another one for digestion. And a lot of these things are kind of have like secondary benefits to it as well. Cinnamon, I'm taking this because this is really good for just metabolism and stuff. Because of my fatigue, I need something for it. So Yeah, metabolism of carbohydrates, proteins, and fats, etc. So basically, I just need energy. So I'm hoping that this will help. I take 2 of these a day. There's 180 in here, so that's what, 60 days worth? Did I do my math correctly? Magnesium. Magnesium is something that we really have a shortage of. A lot of people have shortage of it, but especially if you have PCOS. So I take 250 milligrams of this. This is bone and muscle health, but yeah, in general, it's just a really good thing for people with PCOS. Those are some of the things. I have more stuff that I take. There's a whole basket of it. So anyway, that's basically it. So these are the empties that I have. I'm going to toss those all into the recycling bin and get ready to fill it up again next time. Next Wednesday, when I see you guys again, I believe my Lethal Cosmetics, the new purple palette, will be in my possession at that time. And then I probably will do the 2 looks with that one. Also, Sydney Grace, I was telling you guys that I really, the oldest item on my want list, because I have like a folder of want items that is saved on IG, is the Sydney Grace Mel Thompson Tiny Marvels. Michael. I always have a problem reading Michael and Michelle. Michael. Hi, Michael. Welcome. I think that's Michael and not Michelle. If I said your name wrong, I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. It's one of those days. But yeah, so that came available and that will soon be in my possession as well, because I couldn't let that one go. That's it. Those are the things that are. Oh, and also Ipsy. Ipsy should show up at some point. So we'll see how that works. And then there'll be a couple things on Ipsy to show you guys. I think actually a couple of things are pretty decent. Nothing too exciting, but somewhat decent. So that's what we got. Wednesday we'll be doing 2 looks, a look on each eye. And I don't think I'll do a full face because I don't have anything to do that with. I guess we're intentionally being loud. Getting messages coming in. HMLTRBYNY is with us. Whew, you guys really wear me out when you have all letters and I don't know what they spell. So there's no vowels in there. There's no vowels. So I don't know how to say. Anyway, that's all we got. I'm going to get going here. I'm going to maybe grab a bite and take my supplements because I haven't done that yet. And take something for this headache because my goodness, my jaw is killing me. And I will see you in the next one, which will be on Wednesday evening-ish. That's it. All right. Bye.